Welcome back. Here's version 2 of the responsorial psalm for October 23rd of 2022 from the Spirit and Psalm book, pages 326 and 327, for the 30th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Our refrain. The Lord hears the cry of the poor. So you'll learn that, go over that several times, and be careful to try not to put H's on. The Lord hears the cry. I hope you didn't hear H's before. And enough air to get the cry of the poor. And just watch your pronunciation, all those things we have to do. And then we went over this melody at the end of the last version. Then you have to figure out where to breathe. So far, it makes sense in the first verse, and also from the end, glad, and the refrain starts on the fourth beat. You're leading. If you keep holding glad until they're supposed to come in, that doesn't cue people. If you don't ever really cut it off and it's not clear, you're going to probably cut that off on beat 3. Glad the Lord hears. That would be my recommendation. And then a breath after, I will bless the Lord at all times, right? His praise shall be ever in my mouth. Let my soul glory in the Lord. The lowly will hear me and be glad. So it breaks up into 4 nice little parts there. Let's see. Let's try the first verse together. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall be ever in my mouth. Let my soul glory in the Lord. The lowly will hear me and be glad. Okay. Second verse. The Lord confronts the evildoers. So since the comes before a vowel, make sure you say the evildoers. If you need to write THEE to make sure you remember that, do it. The Lord confronts the evildoers to destroy remembrance of them from the earth. When the just cry out, the Lord hears them, and from all their distress he rescues them. So any of those places where there are numerous syllables on one pitch, you may decide to divide it differently. You may not want to sing what I think I sang. To destroy, I didn't do that. I said, to destroy remembrance of them from the earth. Something like that. You may want to sing, to destroy remembrance of them. Just eighth. You might want to do that. I don't know. You may divide it to destroy remembrance of them from the, however you work it out, whatever makes sense to you, and try to make sure that you do it the same way each time so you're practicing it the way you want to do it. If that takes writing it in, coming up with some kind of shorthand, if you're not a music reader, whatever you need to put in there, because that's all that music is showing us how to do the rhythm and the melody of what it is we want to do. So I think that one just took me by surprise, but the breathing comes out the same. The Lord confronts the evildoers to destroy remembrance of them from the earth. When the just cry out, the Lord hears them. I don't think you need to sneak a breath in there. and from all their distress he rescues them. And rescues them, you may want to sing, rescues them, rescues them. I don't know, however you might want to do that. Here's the second verse. The Lord confronts the evildoers to destroy remembrance of them from the earth. When the just cry out, the Lord hears them, and from all their distress he rescues them. Okay. And the third verse. This one looks like we might not be able to follow our breath pattern from the other two verses. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and those who are crushed in spirit he saves. Something's going to have to be worked out there. The Lord redeems the lives of his servants. No one incurs guilt who takes refuge in him. Now that sounds like it might follow it, but you don't want to sing, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and those who are... So we've got to breathe after hearted, but then not breathe, and those who are crushed in spirit he saves. So let's see. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and those who are crushed in spirit he saves. That works. The Lord redeems the lives of his servants. No one incurs guilt who takes refuge in him. So it's a little more complicated, I guess. That's a good word, Pat. And usually I would tell you that my regular fault with working on things like this is that I go too fast. Today it seems to be that I'm going to go flat, so I apologize for that. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and those who are crushed in spirit he saves. The Lord redeems the lives of his servants. No one incurs guilt who takes refuge in him. And then remember, him at the end has to be 2 beats. Take a good breath to bring us back to the refrain at the beginning, which again is, the Lord hears the cry of the poor. All right, thanks for your patience. The next version, I'll just record it while I'm singing it, and then that'll give you something to practice with. Anything you decide to not do the same way I'm doing, that doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means I'm kind of forcing you to try to do it this way because of the way I'm playing it. But you can have somebody else play for you. This is just a way to be able to grow in confidence while you do the spirit and psalm settings. See you next time around. Thanks.